Good day. Today, we will be discussing all about figures of speech. Now, what are figures of speech? These are words or phrases using figurative language. When we say figurative language, it is a language that has other meaning than its normal definition. Figures of speech make English language more creative, more expressive, and just more interesting. In other words, figures of speech rely on implied or suggested meaning rather than a dictionary definition. Now, there are countless figures of speech in every language, and they fall into hundreds of categories. Here is a short list of some of the most common types of figures of speech. We have simile, metaphor, hyperbole, irony, oxymoron, and personification. Now let's start with simile. Simile is a very common figure of speech that uses the words like and as to compare two things that are not related by definition. For example, the internet is like a window to the world. The two things being compared in this sentence are the internet and the window, and the word like is used to draw the resemblance of the two things being compared. This sentence means that you can learn about everything online. Another example, the snow is as thick as a blanket. The two things that are compared in this sentence are the snow and the blanket, and the word as is used to draw the resemblance of the two things being compared. This sentence means that the snow thickly covered the roads. Another example, John walks like a turtle. John is being compared to a turtle. This sentence means that John walks so slow. Another type of figures of speech we have metaphor. Metaphor is a kind of figurative language that compares two different things or ideas. Unlike simile, a metaphor makes a comparison without using the words like or as. For example, time is money. The two things being compared in this sentence are time and money. This means that time can be very valuable like money. Another example we have, all the world is a stage. The two things being compared in this sentence are the world and the stage. This means that the world is like a stage and all humans are merely actors. Another example, he's got a heart of stone. The two things that are being compared in this sentence are his heart and his stone. This means that he is unkind or cruel. Another type of figures of speech we have hyperbole. It is the use of obvious and deliberate exaggeration. Hyperbolic statements are often extravagant and not meant to be taken literally. For example, he cried so long that he made a lake. This means that he cried so hard and his tears won't stop flowing. Another example, this bag weighs a ton. This means that this bag is very heavy. Another example for hyperbole is he's so hungry and that he could eat a horse. This means that he is very hungry. Another type of figures of speech we have irony. It is when a word or phrase literal meaning is the opposite of its figurative meaning. Many times, but not always, irony is expressed with sarcasm. For example, you eat a really bad cookie and then you said, wow, that was the best cookie I ever had. Where in fact, what you really want to mean is that it's the worst cookie you ever had. Another example, you laugh at a person who slipped stepping on a banana peel, and the next thing you know, you slipped too. How ironic is that? Another type of figures of speech we have oxymoron. It is a figure of speech in which two opposite ideas are joined to create an effect. The common oxymoron phrase is a combination of an adjective preceded by a noun with contrasting meanings. For example, open secret, awfully pretty, foolish wisdom, tragic comedy, liquid gas, and living death. Another type of figures of speech we have personification. It is a common literary tool. It is when you assign the qualities of a person to something that isn't human or something that isn't even alive, like nature or emotions. For example, the stars dance playfully in the moonlit sky. The stars are given with the characteristics of the human which can dance, where in fact stars cannot dance. Another example, the breads jump up out of the toaster. The breads are given with the characteristic of a human that can jump, where in fact breads cannot jump. Last example we have, the thunder grumbled like an old man. The thunder is being given with the characteristic of an old man, which is the word grumbled, where in fact thunder cannot grumble. Thank you for listening. I hope you had a great day.